Hello all and welcome to my world. Hello my children. Okay, so today's topic will be branding. This is a fun one. Okay, so branding is also important when you're trying to create yourself. Like that's in a business world, that's in a world like in life. Branding, ignore the selfie stick. I'm trying something new today. But branding it's really important. Like it matters. Okay, for me, I didn't really pick up on how important branding was until I did my internship with K&R Communications, a digital public relations firm. They're great. It really showed me like the ins and outs of branding, like especially for social media, like what you post, how you post it, what your caption says, how your grammar is, the hashtags you use. All of those things matter, and they come into play when a consumer is looking at you or your product. It all like kind of lands on top of each other. So like branding for yourself, and this is something that I'm starting to get the hang of now. I'm starting to create my own brand for me as an individual, and then on one of my other Instagram pages, it will eventually evolve into my company page. So I'm looking at the things I have posted up there, deleting some things, revising captions, just preparing it for its overall brand that it's going to have. And also writing down different branding ideas that I have for my company and for myself. That's also very beneficial. I'm also involved in a lot of group chats and stuff that have these tips and things that I need, and then I'm taking a side hustle summer school right now, so I'm really like trying to get the full scope of my own personal brand. Okay, so the first thing you need to know about branding yourself is to stick to your brand. Once you have created your brand, of course it will develop over time and will grow and change, but you need to make sure that throughout that process you are sticking to the foundation of what your brand is, what you want it to be. So the best way to brainstorm that would be to have one main thing that you want to get across, like do a web, and have one word that basically captures everything that you want to get across, and then branch out from it different words that you think of when you think of that. Like for me, it was weirdly professional, theatrically chic. I had to remember it real quick. See, it's terrible. I'm doing a horrible job. But weirdly professional and theatrically chic, that explains me. I'm weird, but I get a lot of things done. I do know how to conduct myself in business, and of course marketing major and trying to run my own business. So I'm weird, but I'm professional. And then theatrically chic. Okay, I love musical theater. I love theater. I've done plays, in high school. I came to college, took acting classes. I love it. And I love clothes and makeup and nails and all that wonderful stuff. Head wraps. I love it. So theatrically chic. It's on my vlog if you want to take a gander, subscribe. Yes, but it all kind of goes together. So you really must think about yourself or your business and what you wanted to project out to people, and then start there and then branch out in different words and phrases that make you think of what you want your overall business to be. The next thing I want to get into is social media. Social media plays a big role in branding just because now people are really using it to put themselves out there. They put their whole life up there. A lot of people are like, oh, social media is a front. People flex on social media, but in real life they ain't doing nothing. And I'm guilty of flexing on social media, even though I ain't doing nothing. I mean, we all are. That's what social media does. But it's also a good outlet for marketing. It is a really good tool to use when you're marketing because it's those grassroots. It gets directly to your consumers so quickly. So my best advice would be to do multiple posts a day. I'd say anywhere between 2 and 3 per day. Make sure you have a rhythm with it, and you're sticking to your brand. What do your pictures look like? What kind of colors do you have on your pictures? What are these colors giving off? Colors like blues and greens and blue greens and all those are calm colors. But then you have warm colors like red and orange and stuff that symbolize power, whereas the blue is like a relaxation type thing. Me, I do blues and greens, and then ever so often I'll throw in a pink or a light orange or something, just so people can give off the vibe of the ocean at sunset. Even the background of my blog is a sunset, but it's water stuff, because me personally, I like the ocean and the beach at sunset, but it's a very relaxing theme. I want people to be relaxed when they come to me or talk to me or are looking at my blog or looking at anything I post, because I don't want anyone to feel like they have to put out anything. I want everybody to be as calm and as much as in themselves as possible. Ignore the clothes in the back. My room is kind of clean. I don't know what to do with them right now. But yeah, like, all of those things come into play when you're doing social media. Also, make sure that if you want a logo for yourself or your business and stuff, put that out there. What is this logo? Do people like your logo? Before you create a logo and start putting it out there and using it, it's best to do a nice random survey of a couple of people, like 25 people. Just ask them. Even if you are doing a business, just ask people, like, the name of your business. Is it a good name? We all, like, love our brain children, but if it is not making sense to your intentional consumers or audiences, then your name is dumb. I'm sorry, I hate to say it like that, but it's not serving its purpose. The name, the logo, the brand, all of that is supposed to capture your audience and your consumers. So when you have things that don't make sense to them, whether you like them or not, you're not marketing to yourself, you're marketing to other people. So you have to make sure they like it. So don't be so attached to things when you come up with them the first time. Just say, oh, that's a good idea, and have like 4 or 5 backups ready to go just in case, you know. And that's not to say that nobody will like your name the first time or your logo the first time. I mean, people might. People are pretty simple to please, so yeah, they might like it, but you need to be prepared for the event that they don't like it. That's all I'm saying. After social media, I would say move in silence when developing a brand. This is more so for your personal self. I'm not posting as much on social media as I was previously, and that's because I don't want to destroy the brand that I'm starting to build. I don't want to put something on my page and then people say, oh, that's what she's about, you know. And even when I was younger, my mom tried to explain that to me. She was like, don't put certain things on your social media account, don't put certain things on your Facebook. And I didn't really get why she was saying that, but now I see it. It matters. When jobs look at you, they're going to see that. It matters. So I really want the brand for myself to be, how do I explain it? Weirdly professional and theatrically chic. Yes, I want to put myself out there, but I don't want the negative aspects of myself to be out there, because I have negative aspects. Y'all saw my attitude in a couple of these videos, and some of those videos will probably be erased over time just because they may not fit into my overall brand. So look at them now while you can. Subscribe while you can. Subscribe today. But yeah, just how you put yourself out there on social media, like what you do, that matters. Like, move in silence. Always move in silence. Don't let everybody know what you're doing. If you're overseas making boss moves, please post a picture of the scenery. They don't have to see you drinking your margarita. Yes, we know you're live, and yes, we know you had a good time. But save that for Snapchat so it can be deleted in 24 hours. You don't necessarily have to put that on your social media account, because at the end of the day, employers are going to see that. People who look up to you are going to see that, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's all about you and your brand. If that's you, like, you own a bar and you want to show off drink, yes, please do, you know. Or you as an individual, you just like to go out and you don't care about other people, then yes, please do you, be great. But for me personally, I don't want that to conflict with my business. So I choose not to have those things on my Instagram, Facebook, you know, all my things where it shows pictures of me. Now Snapchat, because of its regulation, and I can just delete a snap anytime, and then on top of that, I know when someone's requesting to follow me, and because they have to request to follow me and I have to add them back to see my story, that kind of alleviates things, you know. So that makes me happy. But yeah, yep. I would say social media, moving in silence, and the last thing is how you present yourself in real life. That plays into your brand. Because at the end of the day, excuse me, I can't talk. At the end of the day, if you are preaching positivity and peace and love, like me, you cannot be a bitter person. You cannot be hateful when you meet someone. When you come into contact with people, they'll be like, oh, hey, aren't you from so-and-so? And you over here being rude. Regardless if you're mad or not, you should never let people see that side. Never let them see Like, it has to be up there. Like, you gotta have a tough skin. You can't be out here playing games and thinking people are gonna take you seriously, because now you aren't even matching up with the image you put yourself out there to be. And that's not good, not for business, not for you as a person. So just make sure you think about those things when branding yourself, branding your company, whatever you're doing. Just make sure that you're not all talk.